Hi friends, welcome back to Kat's Kitchen. So today we're actually going to be making some drumsticks for dinner. So I'm going to start our marinade and I'm going to show you what we've got. I'm actually just using some things that I had from the refrigerator just to kind of use some things up. So this is what we had. I have some homemade barbecue sauce. I made that in another video. I have some garlic, of course, Worcestershire soy sauce, and some honey mustard. And so we're going to start our marinade for the chicken. So I'll just pour the rest of our barbecue sauce in our bowl here. Okay. Next, we're going to add in some Worcestershire sauce. And I didn't have that much barbecue sauce. That's why I'm also incorporating more into it. So we had honestly like a quarter cup of barbecue sauce. I just did about 2 tablespoons of our Worcestershire sauce. And I'm going to do about a teaspoon of soy sauce. Next, we're going to get some garlic. And I'm going to use 1.5 tablespoons of garlic. Perfect. And then we're going to add in some honey mustard. And we'll do about 1/4 cup of our honey mustard too. And then what we're going to do is we're just working with this now, and then we're going to taste it and see what it needs before we add it to our chicken. Looking really good. I'm going to give it a little sample here. Tastes really good, actually. I am going to, there's only maybe like 1/8 of a cup left of our honey mustard. I'm going to go ahead and finish that in here. It's another thing out of the fridge, and it's going to give this chicken a lot more flavor. And then I'm going to hit this with some seasoning here. I'm going to do seasoned salt, about 1.5 teaspoons, little garlic powder, teaspoon and a half, pepper, 2 teaspoons of pepper, parsley, 2 teaspoons of parsley, add some paprika, teaspoon of paprika, and I got some crushed red pepper flakes, and I'm going to use your own judgment on this. If you like it hotter, do more. If not as much, back it off. I'm doing about 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flake. And then just for a little extra flavor, I'm going to toss in about 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. We're going to mix this up, give it a taste. Looking really good. Okay, give that a sample. Tastes really good. So now we're going to rinse off our chicken and put it right in here, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I have my chicken here, and then we're just going to take a pair of tongs so we don't have to get our hands dirty again. You can use your hands if you want. And then we're just going to toss our chicken in the sauce. You can use any type of chicken you want for this. Really no rules. There usually isn't any rules in my cooking, except for obviously making sure your proteins are cooked properly. But outside of that, everything else pretty much goes whichever way you want it to do. So just toss them around. Okay. Now we're gonna let these marinate until we're ready to cook them, so they can marinate for about a good hour before we even want to touch them. And yeah, I'm just gonna pop some cellophane over top and put them back in the fridge. And then before we cook them, we are gonna take them out and let them rest on the counter. You do want to do that with most of your protein, no matter if it's fish or any other type of meat. And letting it sit out on the counter before you go to cook it just helps it cook a lot better. It just helps the meat to relax, or the fish, before you actually go and cook it. So yeah, so we're just gonna pop this in now for about an hour, and I will see you guys back here whenever we're cooking it up. See you soon. Alrighty guys, so we have our marinated chicken here. I was just giving it a little mix. And I have a skillet over here with some olive oil just heating up. We want this to get really, really hot so that we can sear off our chicken. It's almost ready. Test the oil by taking some water, splashing it in there, and you'll see it's bubbling. And now we're just going to put our chicken right in our oil. Now we're gonna let these cook until we get some color on the skin. So normally I would want to use all of the marinade on them, but we don't want to boil the chicken. We just want to make sure we get a nice golden brown color all the way around. So I'll just keep turning them with my tongs. I'm gonna let them cook on each side. We're gonna have to roll them to get all the sides, obviously, but probably about maybe 30 seconds to a minute on each side. You'll be able to tell once you see the color and the skin pull away from the pan. water. I turned back our heat, and I had to put it on my exhaust fan here for a second. Then we're going to add in, usually you do for rice, so we're going to do it chicken and rice. It's 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of liquid. I had about a cup of stock, and I'm doing another cup of water, and then I'm going to add some chicken bouillon in here. And I believe 3 bouillons should do it. We'll taste it a little later on and see if it needs anything. I turned our heat back from high, now it's on medium. Next, what we're gonna do is just mix this up a little bit, and then I'm gonna add in some spinach and tomato. Put our lid on. I'm going to give it a little salt and pepper first. All right, and we're gonna let this cook now for probably about a good 20 to 30 minutes. All right, you guys, here's our finished product. We have our rice on the bottom with our spinach and tomatoes. And then our chicken drumsticks and steamed Brussels sprouts. Please like, share, and subscribe, and see you guys on the next one.